growth. This is the topic for today. Convention wisdom is that to grow in our career, we need to be talkative. That I have been discussing that topic many times in our Facebook lives. We have to showcase ourselves, we have to speak up in the meetings, and be vocal. Of course, we do. But what if I tell you, for many of us, talking too much is exactly the career stopper. It's exactly the thing. Talk by talking, they are destroying their career growth. There are two types of talkers. One type of talker is external talker. People you might have noticed, and maybe it's you. You never know. People talk, talk, and talk and talk. Right? There are some people they endlessly talk on irrelevant topics. You know those people. In the meetings, you have this agenda, and they bring up something else and keep talking. It's hard to interrupt them. They speak over other people, and even if the topic is relevant, they keep repeating the whatever they are saying, same thing again and again. And it just wastes the time. Nobody likes those people, because we human don't like people who are just talking. We love to be listened. We love people who are willing to listen to us. And the worst part is, there are people who talk, they start complaining, they start nagging, bad mouthing. And of course, that we hate those people. Now, it's easy to spot these people who are vocal and we have too much talking, and we also know their shortcoming, and they also know that they should not be talking so much, but they keep talking, and they keep. What happens because of that? It drains the energy from rest of the group, from people. People who have really good inputs, good ideas, they get muffled because they are not listening to others. But there are second type of people, and those type of people, they also talk a lot, but they talk to themselves, internal chatter. They keep talking to themselves in their mind. What will people think if I speak out? Will they like my idea? Will they think I'm dumb, or maybe somebody will overrule me, or they will think badly about me, or they will argue against me? They are talking to themselves in their head. They're all about themselves. They are thinking, oh, what is the right word to use, and what is the right sentence to use, and they are not listening. Same problem. They are just hearing their own voice. It's all about themselves in their mind. They're not listening to others. So let's be honest. Have you noticed you have been one of such talker time to time? Maybe you end up talking a lot externally, or you're having a lot of internal chatter, or both at the same time. So what happens when we are not listening? We miss out on important things. That's the biggest thing happen. We don't know what's going on, what people are saying. If we just hear it, but we are not listening. For example, has it happened to you? You are in a meeting and your boss or skip level asks you some question, and you're like, can you repeat that? It's very embarrassing, right? So when we are not paying attention to it. Now, it doesn't have to be this way. Let me tell you a story of our client. He was consistently told in his performance reviews year after year, every year he was, and other people used to tell him that you talk too much. You have to start listening. But he came to us and he was wondering, Ravi, how can I get the visibility? How can I grow in an organization if I don't talk? This is the tool to get the visibility, make the point, to speak up in the meetings. That's what I'm doing. And then people are saying, shut up. Like, what can I do? So he joined the program, and he realized this strength of talking has a shadow side of it. And the shadow side, the dark side of that talking, was destroying his career. And for that, there has to be self-realization, self revelation, because external world was telling him thing, but unless he understood by himself, he realized that realization, without that realization, he wouldn't have taken the step. And that's where this one-on-one coaching came in. So our coaches helped him to see that dark side, or to see that dark force of talking too much. And by not talking too much, he realized, oh, I'm not listening. So what is the solution? Solution is not about not talking. Solution is to listen before talking. Listen to the people around you. Now he said, okay, I need to improve my listening skills. That's what my boss tells me, but how do I do it? So in the program, we taught him the three levels of listening. We taught him the technique of level one listening, level two listening, and level three listening. He learned the techniques to listen at these different levels depending on the situation. If the situation is X, you listen at level one. The situation is two, sometimes two, and sometimes three, and sometimes combination of it. But learning the technique is not enough. He not only learned the technique, but he practiced those listening skills in our one group calls where you intentionally listen at the different levels. What's the results? Since he's since he's not listening before talking, people listen to him when he was talking because he then did his part of listening. Most importantly, now his boss actually listens to him when he's talking about his career growth, when he's talking about his promotion. Now he started understanding what is important for his boss, what is important for his skip level, and that totally changed the game for him. Now he could have that strong relationship with the boss, his colleagues, his subordinates, and create that positive influence. And then finally, he got the role that he had been eyeing for many years, and then nobody was listening to him. Now he could put the point in a very persuasive way. Now I can explain you this level one, two, three. If I explain in a program and people love it, but unfortunately, that is not going to work. See what we're talking about, like our client, he was there, it's a lifelong behavior. He's been talking for his like 40 years of life and not listening. So it's a habit, or it's a nature. So we are talking about making that transformational shift and changing some behavior that is with you for your entire life, and changing that behavior not just for one time, but changing that behavior for the rest of your life. For that whole thing to work, you had to do what our client did. First, you have to access that leader inside you. You have to have that self-realization here that something is missing, something is wrong, and something needs to be changed. And unless that you accept that fact, you realize you own that fact, nothing is going to change. And how you do that? By accessing that wisdom inside you, the wisdom that you have from the leader inside you, which is present all the time, and create that mindset shift. How do you do that? Take the simple step that our clients take all the time. What they do is they watch the webinar first. I posted a link here. They post a link in the comment. Watch a webinar. And after you watch the webinar, towards the end, if it really resonates with you, and it's a 5-step process to reach the high position. So if this webinar and what I talk in this, if it really resonates with you, towards the webinar, and you will have an opportunity to book a call with us, and we will talk personally with you. Me or my coaches will talk with you and try to understand what is exactly stopping your career growth, and we'll see where you want to go. And based on that conversation, if you think we can help you bridge that gap, and we'll tell you exactly how our client did it and exactly how you can do it, and we can create that one-on-one personal strategy, because everybody's story is different, and your story is going to be different, I'm sure, and it's going to be wonderful. It's we want to make it super cool. That is all possible for you. You must have seen all the success stories of our client. Once you start accessing this leader inside you, once you start listening to people, once you start paying attention to people, people start listening to you, people start responding to you, people start giving you opportunities. It happens again and again and again. Same can happen to you, and you can unlock this door to the fast track career. Simple thing that you have to do is just watch the free webinar. Click the link and watch the webinar. And if you book the call, I'm looking forward to talking with you, and be part of this amazing journey of your transformation. So until then, until next time, wishing you all happiness and success.